This video is all about Esker, so enjoy. Esker is part of one of four ancient royal manors in Dublin, the others being Crumlin, Newcastle and Sagart. An early 1700s farmhouse, it was previously known as Esker Hall. Some scholars believe that in medieval times, the royal manorial court of Esker was actually held on or close to this site. Esker House is now in private ownership. Beside Esker House is the Chinese chapel based in Ireland.
Now we're in the ruins of St. Finian's Church in Esker. There was a church here in the 1100s. It was more than likely a wooden building. Sometime later they built the stone church, and you can see the thickness of the stone walls. The church measured about 27 yards by 6 yards across, and we can still see the perimeter wall all the way around. It was built as a Catholic church. It was one of 7 churches in Esker. And when Henry VIII came into power and he fell out with the Pope, he confiscated all the Catholic properties in Ireland and England, confiscated this church here, and all the other ones in Esker as well. And somehow this is the only one that survived. It was actually used as a Protestant church. It was still in use up to the late 1700s, and there are records of a new roof being put on it, and records of the various ministers that were here. But there were very few Protestants in the place, so there wasn't much money. The church fell into disrepair, and the roof obviously came down, and it was just used from then on for burying people inside it as well as outside it. Now, anybody that's buried inside it is either a Catholic or a Protestant priest. And Father James McCartney was murdered on the hill in Lucan in 1807, and is buried in the top right-hand corner down there, just under the gable end. There's no stone to mark the spot at the moment, but we know it's there that he's buried. There are other Protestant clergymen buried within the walls as well.
As we move across the road, we see green fencing. That green fencing is original to the house and the garden, which is now the park. Now Leisure Centre is where the original Esker house was. This tree has been on the land for over 100 years. The dip is here in the river because the mills need lots of rushing water to work, and without the dip in the river, the water would be too still. You can now see what is left of 3 arches belonging to King John's Bridge, the oldest bridge in Ireland. This is the Millennium Stone. It was placed here in the year 2000, and under the stone is some items of interest and pictures of Lucan.